Good morning and reminder. You are God's highest form of creation, and it is natural for your identity to be doing well in all areas of your life. Mastering consciousness is simply knowing that the memory and imagination are the same mental activity, and that what's blocking most people's desires and living them in physical reality is that they have zero problems with memory, meaning I have zero need to affirm that I went to grocery store yesterday. I simply know that that happened. I'm not like a crazy person affirming I went to grocery store, I went to grocery store, I went to grocery store. No, I know that that's the fact. So in the same way, all the great teachings are emphasizing that the assumption, even false now, through the mastering of making it from future to past memory, that now false assumption becomes solid fact. So stop trying to imagine. The trick is to whatever it is that you want, master the art of making your future memory, making your imagination your past memory. So let's say you want to manifest, I don't know, awesome vacation. So stop doing wrong thing, imagining how that would feel. Come from the memory, because for us is easier to remember. Here is how you will know the difference between the feeling in these two same mental activities, but people have a doubt attached to imagination, and they have certainty about memory. When you switch and have the same feeling about the imagination and future goals, and you relate to them with the same certainty as when you think about past memories, and you make your future goals feel as the past memory, that's when you mastered the art of being in alignment with whatever it is that you want. As long as manifesting, making your goals your reality feels like hustle and grind, you are behind. But when it's natural, normal, when you literally are capable to remember your future goal as something, as I said, that's memory of, let's say, you going to the grocery yesterday, that's when the game has changed, because you are no longer attaching to your desire, goal, and future things and desires, no more attached and equal with doubt. It's certain, like the fact that you went to, I don't know, dentist, to grocery store, or to the dinner with your friend yesterday. Try to, as you, let's say, have a memory of that dinner or lunch yesterday, in the same way, have a memory of your future desire. Let's say you want, I don't know, message from woman or a man of your dreams. Imagine that you are, I don't know, it's some awesome cafe or restaurant, and you see a notification on your phone, and you open and you see that it's message. So you are not imagining that trying to imagine and therefore putting and attaching doubt to it. But when you remember it as that happened already yesterday, and I mean, even in Bible, it's written, whatever it is that you desire and want, believe as you have already received, and it is yours, something like that. Whatever it is that you ask for in prayer, I mean that's, I think that's the origin. Believe that you have already received and it's yours. So as long as there is a feeling of separation and work to be done, and I must imagine, and I must, as long as this energy work and quantum shifting and identity shift and all that awesome thing that our mind can do feels like work and hustle and grind, you're behind. But the moment you, as I said, flip the switch, and the switch is here, you have here the switch that is literally like thermostat. As I said, the same switch that can, if it was like when you adjust it for the heat or for the cold, or like the alarm, or I don't know, if it was programmed for the obstacles, you can flip it and switch it literally in a second on opportunities where you used to see obstacles. That's the switch, that's the alignment, that's the, in any moment of your waking hours, being aware of what's in a form of ghosts from your previous self trying to self-sabotage you here and now. And imagine that you are like in some air balloon in your waking hours, and you can immediately detect what's in a form of garbage around you in that air balloon. Because doing the, I don't know, affirmation, journaling, meditations, and all that which people are preaching about for some time during the day, and then going to the old mood the rest of the time, it's irrelevant what you are doing. And if you are doing scripting and meditations and affirmations about 15 minutes, even hour, if the rest 23 hours in a day you are living life from your previous self, that's not gonna work. But when you are in alignment, that's why I say when you win the morning, you win the day. By the time when your coffee is ready, you have to already have your mind working for you, not against you. Mornings and evenings are your life, because how your mornings look like, that's how it goes extended. How your days look like, how your weeks look like, how your months look like, years, and eventually decades and entire life. My mornings used to be completely effed up, because I was like everyone else in the collective state of consciousness. From the time that I would hear alarm, step into the agony of anxiety and alert, literally beep, rush, run, hide, literally animal and primal state of being from the moment of that first beep in the morning till the last beep, if I made it up to fall asleep. And that's why I am here to do my best to awaken as much as I can, and to reassure you that you don't need the BS and crap of the collective, that it's what great geniuses always preached: step out of the masses and find your own path and your way. You will be blessed behind your greatest imagination. If I stayed in that previous identity, I would be long gone. Through the grace of God, I find the way to win my mornings, to know how to, much important, be aware of what's trying in a form of a ghost of my previous self sabotage me now. And as I said, as you float and flow through the day like the beautiful see-through river, and it feels literally like you are in a air balloon, and immediately when some crap from the past wants to how you say it, when something is pollution, I think it's pollution, when something wants to pollute your beautiful float, you literally like a garbage throw that, and you immediately are elevated. Let's say if you are in your day and you are enjoying, and some intrusive thought of your previous self tries to push you in the unconscious, you immediately have the awareness. That's why the awareness is the most important thing, because you can cut it immediately and know that we no longer allow that BS here. So greatest challenge with people is, as I said, that they connect two different emotions to the same mental activity. That's memory and imagination. About memory, we are certain and we have no doubts, because that's something we lived through. But when it comes to imagining your desired outcome, you immediately, yes, you can feel, as I said, 15, 20 minutes, even hour or 2 hours in a day, awesome. But then if you are not master of your mind, the creepy part will reemerge and start with that old BS. Yeah, that felt nice, but that's not the reality. Reality is a BS crap and old news. Reality is just a result of your previous way of thinking. Memory and imagination are also thoughts. So why you have any divided opinions about the same source, and that's thought. Memory and imagination come from thinking. They are both thoughts. So why you assign to memory certainty and to imagination doubt and literally, yeah, half-hearted emotions? No, you must be certain, and it has to feel normal and literally same as memory, that which you wish. So assume the wish fulfillment. I think that even Neville Goddard said that. And it will be easier for you to do that. That's something that everyone is speaking to us. Assume the wish fulfilled. Yeah, how, bro? How? This is how. So in the same way that you, I don't know, let's say that you were yesterday on a beach with your best friend. The same way that you remember today that you were yesterday at awesome beach with your favorite best friend, that's how you must remember everything that is yet to come. So always come from, as I said, make your future goals your past memory. And that's how you bridge that gap, insane gap between doubt and certainty. in the same way that you are completely certain about all your memories because you lived them through. That's how you can put yourself in a feeling of certainty that what you desire already happened. And the more and more you can feel that that already happened, and that's that quantum shifting, and literally how you, as I said in many previous videos, the older I get, the more and more I know that every single day and every life is, beside the fact that we know, is just a reflection of our inner state of being. So, and our thoughts, feelings, emotions, our behaviors, actions, is like you're sitting in some awesome cinema and you are presented with thousands and thousands of like TV screens. Imagine yourself in awesome, great, big cinema where on one great screen there are thousands and thousands of smaller TV screens, and that's how reality works. Literally, like those science fiction movies that we used to watch, where on the one click, you're choosing your day-to-day reality. How? By stepping into it. How to step into it? Like you're choosing your shoes or sneakers this morning, like entering into the elevator, and depends on which button you are going to press. So if you are not still on a floor in this journey where you aspire to be, the first button that you should press when you enter into your elevator, into your subconscious and conscious and exploration of this beautiful tool, the first thing you have to do when you enter in that space is to press the button of your subconscious. And there, as I said, like in the movie, you'll be presented with things that are awesome, because not everything is wasted. Everything was given to us in a form of making us perfection in the image of God. And you have awesome stuff that you mastered through this journey, even if you went completely unconscious, as I was for the most of the decades of my life. There are still some awesome things that I, through repetition and through the discipline, learned and stored in my subconscious, but there was also many garbage in my subconscious basement. So as I said, if you're not on the floor in this journey, the floor that you desire and is pleasant for you, first button to press is subconscious. There you will be presented with two gardens, and let us remind each other that what Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is inside you, and all the things, but seek first the kingdom of heaven inside you, and all the things of this world will be added onto you. Meaning, when you are brave to do the inner work, and when you are ready to go into the unknown territory of your subconscious, even if that means that you will be faced with darkest and most fearful demons of yourself, your will and your time to, regardless of being scared, step into that territory will literally open you the doors of kingdom of heaven, which are inside you. As I said many times, when they ask God, where do you want to be hidden from the people, because they have the tendency to become boring or to have no limits. He said, hide me where they will never search for me, in their own heart. There it is. I gave you the map. After you first become the rare and small percentage of those who figure this out, where God is, you then go inside, in your heart, without any fear of what you could face in a form of shadows there, because there will be some shadows. That's the integration of which Carl Gustav Jung wrote and spoke. After that, blessed are those who figured all of that on their own. Literally, you are presented with the kingdom. You found the kingdom of heaven inside, and all the things of this world are added onto you. Added, not you hustled and grind and worked your ass off for it. Everything that you ever wanted and needed, God knows what you want and need before even you have thought about it. And before they speak, I will hear. And before they ask, I will answer. So one of my favorite sentences is that God said, you can call your God whatever you want to call him, but he is one and only, all-seeing guy, infinite intelligence, source of all creation. Said that he is closer to you than your jugular vein. So stop the search on all wrong places. And when you know that in the kingdom of heaven you have beautiful garden, meaning all the positive and literally that certainty in the all desires and wish fulfills. Why? Because God never gives you desires that weren't your destiny to fulfill them. Inherited and ingrained in all of your desires, like a form of seed, is your capacity and ability to fulfill them. They were given to you by God because you and only you are unique vessel to fulfill those desires. Mine aren't same as yours. Yours aren't same as mine. And that's the beauty of higher state of consciousness, because competition is lost. There is just unity consciousness, which is even higher than collective consciousness, where everyone comes from being eager to be in a service, to live from the laws of spirit, not of this bamboozled physical world. And as you have a beautiful garden with beautiful beliefs and certainty and goodness and all that awesome gem, you also know and you will see inside of you that part that is literally, as I said, like some basement and some garden with all the kinds of weeds and accumulated ugly stuff that you have stored over the years and ignored over the years. So only after cleaning that part of the garden with all that roots and weeds, you are then blessed with this knowing and alignment and being in flow with, as I said, certainty that what seems like a future and you should imagine, you can easily flip and have the same certainty and knowing as you have about every single one memory that you have. So I knew this because I felt it. As I said, I never trust in everything or anything before I try it. And whatever I speak here, I did. So I remember how awful felt to affirm and to imagine something from the current state of being. It literally felt awful because I felt like, I don't know, some kind of fraud or who am I lying to? That's why for me, imagining wasn't something I felt good about. I was more comfortable with surrender until I learned this, that every goal or desire is collapsed in present physical reality through the feeling of wish already fulfilled, through making the future goal past memory. As I said, to memory and desire, imagination, we attach completely different two feelings simply because we were taught to be realistic. Please don't be realistic. Reality is an old news. Old news. And whenever, as I said in a previous video, someone tells you to be more grounded and that you're too delusional, just stand confidently in your knowing that in this entire world of complete illusions, being delusional is one awesome trait. Love you so much. Hope this was helpful, and I will speak to you again.